Welcome to part 3 of 6 of the 7th mission of the Halo 3 Metascore achievement walkthrough for nextgenwalkthroughs.com. Again, this is the 7th mission, the Covenant, and we're going for the Vanguard achievement. You can check the little info box on the right hand side of the screen for details on skulls, points, and that stuff. This mission ends right before the next chieftain fight, so this video ends right before we go up the elevator in the 3rd tower. I almost get killed by one plasma grenade. So by now, if you don't already know the strategy against the chieftain, it's headshot, 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 and you want the camo not to disguise yourself for getting a shot, but instead to disguise yourself in case he charges. And it takes 2 shots in his helmet to take it off, and then 1 shot with a precision weapon in his head to kill him. And I just like to use the beam rifle to take down brute shields and then shoot them in the head. That usually works out pretty well for me. How about you? Yeah, if the chieftain drops invincibility, which is very nice, pick that up and pick up his hammer. You want invincibility and a hammer, or invisibility and a hammer. You want one of the invisibilities and the hammer. It makes one of the other parts very fun. I forgot to activate it. I'm like, yeah, activate and run. Damn. So cut out a little bit of stuff there. You can use the hammer down here. So long as you have like 4 or 5 hits left once you leave this. And I cut out all of me running down and getting into the Hornet, so it's about to cut to there. And I also pick up a new beam rifle back where the other one was. And the Hornet, your first thing to do before you charge forward is to make sure you're as high up as possible. And now the strategy for the Banshees. You might think the strategy is shoot them, and it is, but to a point. Never, ever, ever use the machine gun on a Banshee from behind. You saw I was firing at that Banshee from behind with the machine gun. I just stopped. And it's something I learned. It's a strategy picked up that most Halo 1 players will have picked up, because you didn't have anything that could track Banshees. So the only way to take down a Banshee was either from another Banshee or to keep shooting it from behind, because you can hit the driver directly from behind. And like, oh sweet, that's a great strategy. Not when you want points. If by now you don't already know it, you should know that if you kill the driver of a vehicle, you get less points than if you kill the vehicle. So, what does this mean? It means you want to kill the Banshee and the driver, not just the driver. So, by all means, fire away with your machine gun at the front or the sides, but never the back, because the machine gun can kill just the driver. I'm not sure. I have a little cut coming up here. I'm not sure what it was. I think I was just moving around. It could also have been that I was trying to kill one of the pelicans. I'm not sure. Missiles are your friend, really, and I always love watching the fuel rod gun blast curve around. Like, really, are we abandoning all realism? Yeah. The Banshees can sometimes be a little tough to hit with the rockets, but the rockets track very well, and you'll get a lot of good hits. You don't need to worry about the Wraiths. The Mortar Wraith, of course, does more damage. If it hits you, it could kill you, but it's only going to hit you if you're standing still. And the Anti Wraith, right now, is too far away to actually hit me. If you don't already know an easy way to take out that Phantom and get a nice 1125 points, just keep firing with the machine gun at one of the engines, and then when it's red and locked onto the engine, just fire off like a few missiles, and you'll take it down. Good strategy for the race is just keep firing at it with the machine gun, and as soon as your reticle turns red, 1 missile burst will do it if you've been firing it with the machine gun, and you get a good amount of points for it, because the machine gun always weakens it enough to take it out with missiles. And I was just firing down because there are usually a couple brutes hanging around down there, and there's also the turret that started shooting at me, and I'm like, bitch, no, I'm gonna kill you. So I kill it, and then the guys up at the top are pretty easy to take out. It's pretty annoying when they drop a bubble shield, but there are some fusion cores there But you can take a mounted privilege. I mean, you're in a Hornet and they're on the ground. This is not really a challenge. You can really take these guys out pretty even on legendary. This is not even like close to tough. Just don't try and run them over. I've never gotten hijacked by a brute while I'm in a Hornet, and I don't want to. Just be a little careful when the elites show up, because not only do they steal kills, but they'll get killed by you. Now, time for the fun part. Make sure you have your hammer out and take care of this bitch. And right before you get to the door, as soon as the door opens, activate invincibility and go to town with the hammer. If you kill them with the strike from the hammer, you can get a good amount of points. Hopefully they're not killed. And then I cut out me getting a spiker. Get a spiker and full plasma grenades for the Hornets, because you can get very good multi-kills. And you also want a bubble shield for this, because they can and will take down your shields very quickly. So 1, bang, 2, bang, keep shooting, bubble shield. Good. You always want to drop the bubble shield even if you think you've killed them all, because a lot of times, I've seen this happen a lot, is you actually, well, and I got really pissed off by this hunter. I'm about to stick him and bam, he doesn't even know I'm there, but he turns to the right anyway. I got a good stick on his arm, but it didn't kill him, and you have to be careful with the hunters. Sometimes you'll just completely lose track of one of them, and they jump away far. They're a lot more agile than the first guy. I was trying to sneak around behind him, and he was actually luring me to get me with his partner, who was actually behind me right now. Even though I heard him. He decided to speak up before he attacked me. So I was going around and just shooting at him, trying to get a good shot in on his back, and I'm like, oh, another spiker. Okay, that should help. And then I pick up some plasma grenades, and I destroy them, because really sticking them with plasma grenades is just overkill, almost. You will kill them. Bang, 846. And boom, 846. Video's getting close to over, and I go and I pick up a battle rifle, and I keep my beam rifle, so that's what I cut out here. And I get more grenades. Sticks are your friend. I do almost get killed here, which was entertaining to watch, I guess, because I throw a plasma grenade in here to try and get him, and it's like, oh crap, he was not inside, he was outside. Sometimes it's really tough to tell when someone's standing like on the border if they're inside or outside. But I almost stuck myself, and then you can really easily kill these guys. 2 melees will do it. Sticks will do it very easily. Yeah, and then you get the drones, and then this video ends. This one's almost close to over. It'll end again right after you kill the drones. I'll see you next video. We'll take out that chieftain, and then the flood will join in, and we will whoop us some ass. The battle rifle works quite well against the drones here, because they all pretty much fly at you in a straight path. See you next video.